Basically, the way I started, my inspiration was that, okay, like when I first saw breaking, is that if someone basically takes like a silhouette of you guys probably heard this before, is that they should immediately be able to recognize you, right? By the way you move, by your signatures, by the way you go down, pretty much everything from top to bottom to how you dance in general. So that kind of reminded me of like, okay, let's think of it as like you're picking like a fighting character, right? Like Tekken, like whatever. You're basically building your own character, right? And how do you start from that is you need to learn, first things first, like you need to learn your foundation. Like don't knock anything down because, oh, like it's too easy, or oh, I'm not gonna use this. Like the only way to grow and improve as a dancer is you're constantly learning something new. Like the more foundation, the more moves you have, power, freezes, footwork, top rock, whatever it may be, the more possibilities you have with those moves. You see what I'm saying? So basically the concept of today's workshop is exactly that. Making a concept and combining it and flipping it and figuring out different ways to get into it, out of those concepts. Anything can be a concept. So if you figure out something that, oh, I really like this position. I like how I got into this. That is your avenue to combine it with some other moves. So if you think about this is why I like Tap Mill so much, because it's very easy to connect your moves with that, right? So if you think about, I was stretching one day and I did this, and I was like, oh, is this something I can do, right? It's like, well, let's see if I can do like a windmill from it. Yeah. You always try to take a move and like, you break it down into its raw concept. So if you really look at that move, what is it really? It's just slide, isn't it? So you can still be like inspired by that move and not take it. So if you think about it, it's like, oh, okay, that's a slide. Let me have my own version of a sliding move. Let me have my own version of like a knee slide move. Let me have my own version of this, own version of windmills, own version of footwork or six-step, whatever it may be. And that's kind of the mindset that we want to have like as dancers, as b-boys, as artists, because at the end of the day, winning competitions are good, right? We all love to win, right? But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, what are you leaving behind? What are you going to contribute to the scene? So it's like, number one thing, it's like, oh, okay, I want to be better, like I want to be original, I want to be more original. That's something that I value. Like the name of our crew, Lions of Zion, stems from lions who are protectors, and Zion, our paradise, which is like originality. So we're like protectors or guardians of originality. And that's something that when I started, I definitely valued. So every time I practice, I have goals in mind, like, I want to get this power move, or I want to practice this footwork, but every time I practice, it's like, I kind of stem like, okay, what can I get out of this? What new concept can I put in? What can I get out of practicing this move? Some new idea, some original idea that I can implement and add into the flow of my moves and my vocabulary. So